kids. The night I saw the lights, I heard this whispering voice.
Claire.
I never heard it again until yesterday.
Okay, this is so on my agenda for this weekend. What happens when a UFO sighting from your childhood refuses to fade away and the truth just a bit out of reach? Well, the answer unfolds in Star People, a new sci-fi thriller inspired by the real-life Phoenix Lights phenomenon, which we talk about each and every year. Writer and director of the film, Adam Finberg, joining us live in studio. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in.
Thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely. So tell us, where can people see this film and the story behind Star People?
Well, Star People is opening Friday at 4 Harkins Theaters, Shea 14, Chandler Fashion, Peoria, and Superstition Springs.
Yeah, and you'll be doing a couple of Q&As.
Yeah, the Friday night at 7 and at Shea 14, and the Saturday evening at 7:15 at Chandler Fashion.
So take me back to last year, 2024, when you guys started doing some of the filming and what areas of the valley you were filming in.
Yeah, a lot of the exterior stuff, I really wanted to capture the beauty of Arizona, having grown up here, and we filmed in the Superstition Mountains in this beautiful canyon off the 60, and also did some filming in South Mountain Park and some other areas around the valley.
And you had said Queen Valley, to which I said,
Valley.
oh, Queen Creek, and you said, no,
Queen
like
Valley.
Queen Valley, which is where exactly?
It's down the 60, kind of heading towards Superior, but yeah, towards kind of in the Superstition Mountain area.
Okay, and so what drew you to this particular film and wanting to make this movie for Valley audiences and, well, really worldwide audiences?
Well, I mean, I grew up out here, and I remember the Phoenix Lights when that happened in '97. I was in high school, and I had some family friends that had seen it, and through the years, it was just one of these persistent mysteries that just sort of continued. And it always felt like a good framing device, sort of a jumping off point for a story.
Sure.
Because the film really is a character-driven story, kind of about human connection amidst isolation.
And can you tell us a little bit about the cast? Obviously, we saw just a short clip from the film. If there's anything you can share a little bit about the cast.
About the cast, yeah. Well, it stars Kat Cunning, who plays the lead of Claire. Kat is also a very talented musician who was contributed to a musical track in the film. With my composer, and Connor Paolo, who plays her boyfriend, and McCabe Sly is her troubled brother, who ends up tagging along with her on this journey.
How about that? You're going to be doing, as you said, a couple of Q&A events ahead of the screenings. What are some of the common questions that you get just about this story in general?
Well, some people want to know like kind of where it came from, because the story, a lot of it was inspired by work I did on a documentary about 10 years ago called The Business of Recovery, about the addiction treatment industry.
Sure.
And so some of the characters and some of the things I learned about trauma and substance abuse, a lot of that kind of influenced my writing on the story.
How about that? Anything else that you want the viewers to know ahead of its opening weekend?
It's a great Arizona story. I mean, it's going to be released nationwide on video on-demand platforms on August 12th, but if you can get to a theater, I think it's a great theater experience. Seeing a movie in a theater is really like nothing else.
I mean, just the clip that we used off the top has got me intrigued. So we really appreciate you coming in and talking about the film. How great to have the director here. This is so exciting. Thank you for coming in. And Crystal, as you said, it's perfect weather for hitting the theaters, double down on the popcorn,
Yes.
and enjoy the new sci